Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the End of the Year Review Podcast. I've been wanting to make a podcast for a while, but because of my mental health struggles, I really don't have it in me to make something consistent, but I still wanted to use the McCafferty platform to give everyone something at the end of the year and kind of talk about the album I just put out, and then talk a little bit about something that's my favorite stuff, which is just media. I'm joined by my wife.
Hi.
And we are going to talk about the best movies, the best games, the best TV shows, the best... Did I say music already?
No, you didn't.
Cool. And so we're kind of just going off the top of the dome here. We might have to edit a bunch of stuff together, but I say we just jump right into it.
Cool. Do you want to talk about the album first?
Yeah, sure. So I put out an album that came out earlier this year, a couple months ago, called Snoqualmie Welcomes You, which is a bunch of joint singles that I wrote probably about 2 years ago. In October, I do this thing where I write songs very quickly together, and then I decide if I want to keep them or not. So I wrote all of the songs probably within a month period, and then just kind of defined them and went with them if I liked them. And I think that releasing songs as singles worked a lot better for me because, again, just I'm not great at commitment for music, so it's hard for me to just make a bunch of songs at once and put out an album, but being able to work on one song, then release it, worked really good for me. So I think that's what I'm going to do in the future. I'm going to be writing a new CD this next year, but looking back at the CD I just created, my favorite song off of it is probably If I Saw Him. Mm-hmm. I think that that's a good one, and I think that people really resonated with it and liked it a lot. And this album was a little different. It kind of reminded me of one of my early EPs. Mm-hmm. I played every instrument on this album. Besides drums, I have a very good friend named Wyatt, who's my drummer. And then I recorded this album at various places. I went to Robert Lang's studios where Nirvana recorded their last song. And then I worked with a very good friend named Liam, and we went to... What was the name of the studio?
It was Crackle and Pop.
Yeah, Crackle and Pop. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're amazing.
We had a really good time there. And so I just did everything myself, kind of like Forest Life. And I just wanted to write some really simple acoustic-based songs because a lot of my music had turned into like blaring electric guitar, which I liked, but I didn't like it as much as my old stuff, which is what I resonate the most with, like dance beats and I Hate This Body, and of course like the older Beach Boys stuff. And so for this release, it was just really simple. I didn't want to create something too crazy for the songs like to be intricate, and it was just acoustic guitar, bass, a little bit of electric, and drums. And then...
And keys.
Yeah, there are a lot of keys on it, but... I wrote the album at home, and I worked on my piano, and I just made everything really crappily on Audacity. I have a bunch of Audacity files of the album. And then I just went into the studio and did my thing. And I think that it turned out well. I was very critical of it because just of the big shift and change with my music and everything, with my mental health struggles over the last couple of years. I was very nervous to start writing music again as I got sober and I started treatment and rehabilitation. This was the first album I'd written while medicated and while in therapy, and I think that it helped with the music, but I also was worried that it might have limited the songs because I wasn't in my usual mania that I have with my bipolar and my BPD. I lived a very manic life before my treatment, so all my music I think had a lot of mania in it. And I think that this music was more calm and focused and let me write stories that I wanted to write without thoughts clouding my judgment. But I just was worried about how simple the songs were, that people were going to think they sucked and that they didn't like it. But the response has been really good, and I'm really grateful and super thankful to everyone who takes the time to listen. And the art for the album, I like doing all the arts, the singles. You made those.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like what's next for my music is that I'm going to do a new album full band this year, coming up 2023. I have a new guitarist and a drummer and bassist, and I think that we're going to create something really, really cool, and I'm really excited for that. And then for everything else, over the last 2 years, I wrote a script that I have on my website for a film that I wrote about the struggles of bipolar and BPD, and I think that it resonates really personal with me because I want to be a good person and I want to live a safe, healthy life, and I put a lot of myself into it. And I'm rambling. I'm really nervous.
No, you're fine.
I don't know. I hope that you if people check it out, that they like it. So I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just nervous.
It's on your website. Anyone can read it for free.
Yeah, it's free. But I wanted to do a podcast and just talk about art. I love art.
We consume a lot of media.
Yeah, we love everything media. Movies, video games, music.
Well, over COVID, you kind of went into a new world of PC building.
Yeah,
which was you weren't a PC gamer before.
No, but now I am big time. I built
exclusively.
Exclusively. I built a really nice PC, and I play Steam mostly, and I play like every game, dude. Like every game that comes out, I'm on that shit. So like, I have here that like, let's just talk a little bit about games and movies and music. And so we want to say beforehand that we're going to try to keep spoilers really low on this, but we're going to be talking about a lot of things. So if you hear something that you like and you haven't checked out yet, maybe just fast forward because we don't want people to get things spoiled that they're looking forward to. But I say we start with games for this year because, like I said, you play a lot of PC games.
Yeah.
I play a lot of PC games. And there were a lot of good games this year.
Yeah, we can go month to month if we want to. We've got a list pulled up of basically every game that came out this year. But it might be... I don't know if we want to start maybe with just like our favorite games.
Yeah, this year had a couple major games that people were talking about. Of course, Game of the Year, the big one's Elden Ring.
Yeah.
You played Elden Ring?
Yeah, it's so good.
I don't play Elden Ring. I don't have the patience for it. I'm not very good at those types of games.
We tried to play it together.
Yeah, I refunded it.
And you refunded it as soon as you saw the guy on the horse at the very beginning.
Yeah, it's just too hard.
Trace it and all.
I like to get... I like to just play games like on easy mode and relax. Yeah. I love things that are easy to play and to consume. I used to be, in my youth, like a hardcore achievement hunter. I had to have all the achievements for games and play everything on the hardest difficulty. But I just, as I've gotten older, I like to turn my brain off and just play. But like, how many hours did you put into Elden Ring?
126, I think, was what it was. What? So like, I beat every single boss in the game, all the side bosses and stuff. So that's not just the story. That's like if you were to 100% complete it.
Right. And then
and then God of War, I mean.
Why would it be your game of the year?
I think I've always liked the Souls games. So I mean, I don't think I can think of a single other game that I played that I put that much time into.
Right.
So like, other than just like the indie games that we played that I really liked, like the horror games, I think that was the world that I spent the most time in. And like, I mean, if you like Souls games, that is like the Souls game.
And I played Demon Souls, the PS5 remake,
and
we got all the way to the end, and then I gave up. Yeah. But yeah, the other big one this year was God of War Ragnarok. Everyone loved it. I played it. I beat it. It was good. It was very similar to the first one, which I had. So the first one came to Steam earlier this year.
January.
So January. So I had just played through the first God of War, and it was just so good. And then the second one was really good too. It just was very similar.
Yeah.
But it still was an amazing game with a great story, and I like the direction they went with Atreus and Kratos. I kind of wish, little spoiler alert. I wish Kratos would die. I think that it's a time for him to pass the torch. He's gotten a bunch of games. The last two were good. They kind of set it up to make you feel like he was going to die.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't.
They didn't kind of set it up. The entire prophecy was that he was going to die.
Right.
So it, like, you really think something's going to happen, but then they really went the route of, like, you choose your own destiny, but it kind of made the ending feel, if you really were wanting that, it felt anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's still, like, I'm not going to criticize an amazing overall story.
So, I know that the next-gen versions of Cyberpunk came out this year, and there were the updates to that. That was a game, I've tried to play Cyberpunk probably 4 or 5 times, and I've gotten decent through it, but I keep restarting. I like it. I like the world, and it doesn't run great on PC, though.
No.
And that was a big issue with people. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing on this podcast. I'm just talking.
Let's think. I mean, the big series that we've gotten into over the past few years has been Persona.
Yeah, so I guess that did come out this year
on PC, yeah.
Yeah, on PC. It's Persona 5.
3 and 4 coming next year, which are, I think, one of the games that we're super into.
What came out this year that was really good, that was fun, was Tiny Tina.
Yeah, it did. We played a lot of that.
It was very similar to all the other Borderlands games, but co-op, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I like the world. Kirby came out this year. Yeah. Forgotten Land. That was fun.
So did Pokemon.
Yeah, we'll talk about Pokemon. That was intense, the Pokemon release. But you know what? I'm looking at this list. The House of the Dead remake. Remember, I got that on PC.
And we beat it in 20 minutes, and I don't think we played it ever again.
No, it was really, really quick. But I was looking forward to that.
You know what's not going to be on this list, but we should talk about is like our other game of the year was Mortuary Assistant.
I was going to get to that. Okay. I was going to say that to be my last one.
Cool. We can talk about that one later.
Bug Snacks came out this year.
Yeah, that game was amazing.
Yeah, it was cute.
I really, really liked that one. That was super fun. I beat
feel
it
like
twice.
I'm not doing a good job talking about games, but
no, I mean, we're just Overwatch 2 came out. We didn't play it.
I didn't play Overwatch 2 because of the big change in going free to play, and the system seemed toxic.
Yeah.
So I wasn't interested in playing it for the grind that it was, so I just never messed with it. We played a lot of Overwatch 1, but we didn't play 2.
You played No More Heroes 3.
Yeah, that was great.
But you got it on Switch and it ran so poorly that you waited till it was on PC.
Yeah, so we love our Switch, but the Switch has a hardware issue right now, which is that it's not powerful enough to run the games that it's trying to run.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon is a great example of that. Like, you can be the biggest fan of the series, like we're huge fans of the series and play them all, and admit that the game is poorly made. The frame rate drops and the bugs and things are shocking for one of the biggest series in the world.
It's the highest grossing gaming franchise ever.
Yeah.
It's insane for it to ship that way.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's still, the content-wise is it's a really fun game, and the Pokemon are cool, and the world is cool, but it looks ugly, and it plays ugly, and I just couldn't give it a pass because of that.
I've got a couple for you. On the list it says Resident Evil Village. But I know that technically came out last year.
I think maybe there was an upgrade for it. I can't remember.
Well, it was the DLC.
Yeah, DLC was great. Resident Evil Village is in my top games of all time. I've beaten it 10 times.
Well, have you really? Is it 10?
It took me 10 times to get everything.
And then, do we take some time to go over Sonic Frontiers?
Yeah, so we're huge Sonic fans. I have a Sonic Xbox controller that I use. I bought one of the Razer ones. And we were really looking forward to Sonic Frontiers. It's a big change for the series. It's like this open world exploration with platforming. And you collect a bunch of like either keys or hearts or things to open up new areas of the map. And then you get the Chaos Emeralds and there's original levels within it. But the game, I really like the game. The open world feels boring at times. There's horrible pop-in, even on the PC version. Like, the game was not optimized for PC. And so, I thought that everything about it, gameplay-wise, was really fun. Sonic feels great to run around with and great to jump around with. But, like, the world itself was kind of boring and, like, confusing. There's certain times you get trapped doing things.
The map was overwhelming at times because of the way you have to go to all the different puzzles and use the puzzles to unlock the map. There were many times you'd go into a world and be like, I don't know where I'm going.
Right.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was just hard.
But I did beat it.
Yeah.
And I maxed out Sonic. I maxed all the characters and did all the fishing. So, it was good. I'm looking forward to the franchise, the new direction it's going in, and I think that it has a good future in front of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think of the last game, what was the last game before? Forces. Sonic Forces. It's bad. It's really bad.
And, I think in general, Sonic fans are excited about the new direction.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy to see the fans happy.
I
had one on the list as well, but it was last year, but we played it this year, which is today is the 1-year anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Oh yeah, that's great. That was really fun.
Which was really fun.
The save system's terrible in that game. There's no checkpoints.
It's so buggy.
Yeah.
I've played through it twice now.
I've
once
watched
by
you
myself
play
and
it.
one with you, and it's brutal.
That's another one I don't have the patience to play. I watch Em play it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like so much hiding and there's so much at risk. I'm not good with that.
And so, I mean, I'm at the end of the list already, so like...
Well, I can talk about the best game of the year for me.
Yeah.
If you're going to check out one game and you play on Steam and you like horror games, there's a game called Mortuary Assistant, which is my favorite game of the year and one of the best horror games I've ever played. It's a pretty simple concept. You work at a mortuary embalming bodies, and you spend the night embalming 3 bodies, but it's almost like Paranormal Activity where there are demons that are haunting the bodies and you have to figure out which body the demon is in and successfully cremate it or the demon will take over you. And it does this really amazing thing where it's a single area, it's a single room that you work in. And there are random events where the ghosts will pop up in the corner of your view, or they'll come out of a cabinet, or they'll be standing in a hallway. And it's all these random events that are genuinely really, really scary.
Well, and the body moves and changes and does crazy things too.
Yeah, and it has a very good storyline about addiction and overcoming addiction and the trauma of that. And it's different endings and different things you have to do each time to get the endings, but they all come together, and there's a true ending. And it's just a great game. It's scary as hell.
Yeah.
And like there's an achievement for embalming 100 bodies, which took like 30 hours. And I did all of them, but I played it with the sound off because it was so scary to look around, because it really plays with your senses. But I love things like Paranormal Activity. I've always loved horror stuff like that about demons. So it was really fun to play. It uses mouse and keyboard, so it feels really good. And it just was a blast. It was a blast. It's my favorite game of the year.
I think that was your that was your favorite game of the year, and like definitely one of our favorite horrors. I think my favorite horror game of the year, which I want to mention, was Madison.
Oh yeah, that was
because Madison ended up being, I think, super underrated, and I know a lot of people compare it to Visage, but it had my favorite monster.
Yeah.
Of any horror game this year. So, do you want to talk about what you're playing now?
Yeah.
It's at the end of the list, and it just came out.
Sure. Right now, I tried to get Callisto Protocol. It was too hard. I suck at it, so I refunded it. And I've been playing High on Life, which is one of my favorite games of the year. It's super obnoxious and in your face and loud and funny. And I like it a lot. I can see it's split. It didn't review great. A lot of people found it to be obnoxious and the talking weapons to be a little too much. If you're a fan of Rick and Morty, I haven't watched Rick and Morty since season 2, and I liked it when I watched it, so this is almost refreshing because I haven't watched it and been in that type of humor since I played this game. But the graphics are amazing. Once again, though, it kind of runs like shit on PC.
It took you a lot to figure out how to get it to.
Yeah, it's fucked. It took so long. The other big one, which I know is lame, is I played a lot of COD this year, Modern Warfare 2. I put like 100 hours into it immediately, and then now I just don't play it.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. The multiplayer for COD is so
But not
brainless.
Warzone.
No, we tried Warzone. We were
I
terrible
broke
at
my
Warzone.
legs as I was coming down from the parachute at the
Yeah,
very beginning of the match.
Yeah, you died
and
instantly.
it just was not. That's when I
We're
realized it
old,
wasn't
though.
for
We're
me.
not great at games. We're old.
No,
We're old
I
and
can't do
lame.
battle royales.
Yeah.
It takes too much patience.
I know Sackboy came out on PC, a port. That's something that's really cool, is that there are a lot of ports from PlayStation onto Steam, which I really like. I heard Gran Turismo 7 might come over, which I'm really excited
And if
about.
Bloodborne comes over, it's like a remastered, I will be so happy.
Yeah, I saw...
It's a leak from NVIDIA.
yeah. But we don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3 came out this year. I haven't beaten it yet. I love Bayonetta, but it's also the Switch capabilities. There's frame rate drops and stuff, and like I just want to see if they can get it a little more stable before I play it. But I mean, other than that, I don't know.
Did you say what your game of the year was?
Yes,
Mortuary Assistant?
But we
Okay.
also played Goat Simulator 3, which was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good time. I hope that this podcast isn't boring. It's just us listing like, oh, this game was fun. This game was fun.
It's fine. It's our year in review. I mean, this is what we did all year long, was watch movies and play games.
should we move on to movies?
Yeah.
So we love movies. We are Regal Crown members, and we go and see like every single movie every weekend. So we've seen a lot this year, and we were going to kind of just talk about some of them, what we thought, and if you guys have checked them out.
Again, we might have some spoilers.
Yeah.
So,
let's start early in the year.
Okay.
With Scream, January 14th.
I remember we went to the special screening for Scream that had the interview at the end that we ended up not staying for. But what did you think about it?
I liked it. It was a good franchise reboot.
Yeah.
And there were certain things I didn't like about it. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the new Scream yet, stop now. But I don't like how they killed Dewey.
No, me either.
His death was so senseless.
Yeah.
Like, he goes up in this hallway.
It was so avoidable.
Yeah, it was totally avoidable. Like, it was almost forced. Like, Like, we went and saw it in theaters twice, and I was keeping an eye out for the second time, and the way this dude dies, just, he survived so many movies, and, like,
he just gave up.
Kicked so much ass, and he's been shot and stabbed, like, a bunch of times, and he just dies in, like, the worst way possible.
But I'm excited for the new one.
Yeah.
I love Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, she's fire right now. Everybody loves her.
And I haven't seen Wednesday yet, but I feel like I've seen everything about Wednesdays. But,
Wow, Jackass Forever was February 1st.
How many times did you see that?
I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Plus the release version that had the interview at the end.
Yeah, and Jackass has always been such a big thing for me. I even have signed Steve-O skateboard. I just signed Johnny Knoxville skateboard. I just grew up with Jackass. It was my favorite type of humor, just the recklessness of it. And some of it has not aged well and it's inappropriate, but for the new movie, they kind of went wholesome almost. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's got a lot of graphic stuff in it, but like you can just feel that it's more of a production and not so like dirty.
Well, and as the guys have gotten older and physically they can't do every single stunt, they've definitely taken like a mentorship approach
there was
to
some
their
wicked
relationship.
stunts. So Steve-O with the bees on his dick was crazy.
And Johnny Knoxville getting the worst concussion of like his life.
Yeah, the bull hit, that was crazy.
But like you do that and then you're done.
Yeah.
So like you need other people to fill in.
I know that people are very protective of Jackass and they don't want it to continue without the original people, but I hope that they do bring the show back and continue it with the new kids that were involved, because I just love Jackass in general and it would be really cool to see a new generation of people come up.
Yeah, and I think the big thing about the new cast is like you can just tell there's so much respect for the spirit of it and the production and like everybody who's been involved. So it's really cool to see those people who grew up influenced by Jackass and then get to be in it. You can tell they're really grateful.
Yeah.
One movie on the list that I always feel like we go back and we're like, is this the worst movie of the year? Was Moonfall.
Yeah, Moonfall was a bad movie. Basically, it's aliens come to attack the Earth and they live in the moon. And they go to the moon to stop the aliens. And it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes of just like the worst CGI and just so generic and boring. It's just the worst shit. I can't believe we even saw it.
I can't believe we finished it.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Let's see. I mean, we can keep going down. Marry Me.
I literally was just looking at that. I mean, we liked Marry Me. I like Owen Wilson. He's classic.
The song was so catchy.
Yeah, it was a very catchy
terrible,
song.
But it was
a terrible movie, but it was fun to watch. Speaking of terrible movies, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Oof. Oh my God, was that so fucking bad. It just didn't make sense. The kills didn't make sense. The plot didn't make sense.
The ending was one of the worst.
Yeah, there's this. So there's this
spoiler.
The spoiler. There's a scene on a bus, like a party bus for some reason, where the Texas Chainsaw dude comes on and he's gonna like murder everyone, and a kid stops him with his cell phone and goes, "One more move and you're canceled, bro." And so he just murders everyone, and it's just like, I don't know what they were thinking.
I think they were trying to make a commentary about how like
it was ass,
a Gen Z culture and everything, and the very
whatever
end,
they were trying to do was fucking terrible.
The very end spoiler with the girl driving away in the autonomous vehicle, and she's like hanging out the sunroof, and she can't get to her friend because she's being murdered, and the car's driving away. It just was like It was so bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. Uncharted with Tom Holland, that was a fucking bad movie. I like Tom Holland, and he's a great Spider-Man. But Uncharted was just fucking bad. Mark Wahlberg sucks ass.
What was the line? He's like, I think I'm in a Pizza Hut.
He's like, I'm literally in a Papa John's
Papa
right
John's.
now. Yeah.
Terrible.
You know what was a really good movie, and it was a low indie horror movie that you should check out if you have time. It's called Hellbender.
Oh, that movie was so good.
Yeah, it was really good. It has to do with music, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's kind of like metal.
Yeah.
It's like grungy metal type of horror movie. It's really cool.
Yeah, it was a very cool mother-daughter story. And like coming-of-age story.
And like speaking of like movies with music and kind of the metal tone, Studio 666 with Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Which is like super sad.
Yeah. His
Now that we think
drummer
about
passed
it.
away.
And Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy being like, oh, we just saw this movie.
But it was a good movie.
Yeah,
I had a blast watching it. It was hilarious. The Batman. This movie is like 3.5 hours long, dude. And we saw it in theaters. We saw it during the day, so no one was there. So I had stretched out and like used my coat as a pillow and like laid down and watched it. And I almost fell asleep at one point, but like it was a really well-made movie. I love Robert Pattinson. He's awesome.
Long.
Yeah, it was long. But I thought Paul Dano did a great job. I thought Robert Pattinson did a great job. I'm really excited for the future of Batman. Now that they're changing everything with DC, with James Gunn in charge, I wonder what's going to happen with the Batman. They're definitely going to keep it because it did so well. Mm-hmm. But Turning Red.
Oh, I love Turning Red.
Yeah, it was great.
I know. There was a lot of people who didn't like Turning Red that felt like they didn't like the art style, but it was such a love letter to anime and girls' stories that I grew up with. So I really connected with that movie. I love Turning Red.
I thought it was amazing.
It was just a very sweet story about being a young girl. And I'm seeing on the list here, this movie didn't actually come out, but it has Jason Statham in it. And remember when we watched like every single Jason Statham movie ever made?
We went on a Jason Statham kick. We've seen all of them. They're all terrible. They're so fucking bad.
In the Name of the King, I think it's just like
Uwe Boll.
If you ever just want like a hilariously bad movie, watch In the Name of the King. Uma was amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
We talked about this earlier with X, whether
And
we
Pearl.
liked X or Pearl more. I think I like Pearl more.
I thought both of them were really good. Mia Goth's really good in both of them. And their A24 films, which always end up being really good.
Yeah.
But the movie of the year and the next one we're going to talk about is Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is definitely one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Oh my God,
it has such great themes of acceptance and of forgiveness and love. And it's just a really powerful story. The cinematography is next level. The acting is phenomenal. And it's just such a unique movie. It's really hard to explain.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's beautiful and it visually, thematically, with its ability to, and storytelling to just be so gripping from the beginning to the end. Like, it makes you cry.
Yeah.
Because it's just so, just, it's tragic, but it's sweet and it has great, just, the character relationships are just so good.
We saw The Lost City.
I saw The Lost City.
Yeah, we went together. We went to a dine-in to see it. I ate a bunch of chicken nuggets, and then I fell asleep legit hardcore. I woke up at the end of the movie when the credits were rolling.
You didn't miss anything. You missed one of the worst movies of the year. I guess other than the next one on the
movie
list.
of the year, Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
It was terrible. We saw it in theaters.
that was one that if I could erase any movie from my brain, that would be it.
Ambulance.
Also a terrible movie.
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
Didn't even make sense.
ADHD, the movie. We saw an IMAX set right by the speaker, so loud the entire time.
Such a bad movie. Fantastic Beasts we saw as well in the dine-in.
Fantastic Beasts was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
The whole series is terrible. J.K. Rowling is a monster and needs to completely change the direction of Harry Potter for the film series.
They just need to. They need to cancel that entire series and just not move forward with it.
Yeah, it's
and with all the things that that Warner Brothers is canceling, if they keep the Fantastic Beasts series,
especially
that's
the
a
new
tragedy.
one, it just was so boring.
Yeah, it was not good. Let's see what else we've got
Jesus
here.
Christ. Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh.
We saw that at like 10 o'clock at night. It didn't even get out till like 1:30 in the morning. And it just... Jurassic Park, the original one, is so good. I used to watch that movie as a kid all the time. I wanted to be a paleontologist because of it. And the new one is just so fucking bad. Like, I feel like I'm just saying everything's bad.
Well, and I feel bad because, like, I have such Chris Pratt fatigue.
Yeah.
That, like, seeing another Chris Pratt action movie, just, I'm okay without it.
I really don't know how he's going to do as Mario.
They purposely have hidden his voice so much, and I feel like it's not going to be as bad as, like, people think it's going to be, but I'm excited for that movie.
Yeah. Black Phone was good.
Yeah.
I like Black Phone. It was
Ethan Hawke's just, like, carries that movie on his back.
Yeah. He was great. It was scary. It was tight. Minions was great.
We saw that twice in one day.
Yeah, we did see it twice in one day.
So I'm going to pull this one up, which is Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. Mm-hmm. And maybe we'll just talk about Marvel in general here.
Sure.
So I thought Doctor Strange 2 was fine.
Yeah, I liked it. I like
Wanda. Yeah, I like Wanda.
Scarlet Witch.
It was cool. Spoiler if you haven't seen these movies. It's kind of interesting that they introduced John Krasinski, but now he's like probably not going to come back.
Yeah, I saw he did an interview and said that he doesn't know if he's going to come back. But overall, the movie was fine. It was fine.
People said that it's like almost like a horror movie. It had a couple good imageries, but
I think it could be a horror movie. I could definitely see how it's a horror movie.
There's some imagery.
It was dark for a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it was definitely for like an all ages film. It got kind of intense. I know it's like a hot take, but I love Thor.
Yeah, I thought Thor was great too.
Yeah, and I know people hate
I haven't been a huge fan of all the Thor movies, so this one I really like. I thought Christian Bale did a great job with his enemy. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bodies we saw, which had an interesting twist. Pete Davidson's horrible. he seems like a nice guy, but he's just I can't watch him.
He just is himself.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing. He sold himself and people love him.
Yeah.
And so I think he's a great actor. I don't know.
The movie was just
I'm too old.
Here's the thing though. They really tried to make that movie in the trailer seem like the Gen Z funny humor, almost cringy kind of movie. And it was not cringy.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It just I don't know.
It was just all in the dark.
Yeah.
And you know how we are, like I have a hard time watching things that are all in the dark, like one color palette.
Yeah.
It's sometimes like hard to see what's happening.
Fall. It's like these two people get trapped on top of a cell phone tower, basically, and it's just like terrible.
That one's really bad. Crimes of the Future. How do we feel about that one?
That was a weird movie.
Yeah.
It's one of those art house films that's you take away and you think about it for a few days and you're like, was that a good movie or what? And it was, like I say, this is a horrible podcast. We're just saying things are fine. Should we just start over?
No, we don't need to start over. We've been recording for like 40 minutes. I'll just edit it.
Cool.
Let's think. Lightyear was just okay. That one was terrible.
My favorite comedy of the year is Bros. Mm-hmm. Bros is a great movie. It's great for LGBTQ representation. It has gay actors playing gay roles, which is absolutely needed. It's funny. It's heartfelt. It's very raunchy. One of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
One movie I want to talk about, which I think is technically it's considered an animated movie, but I think is one of the best movies I think I've ever seen, was Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
Yeah, that was very cute.
It was so sweet.
Yeah, it was a cute movie. Other than that, there's a bunch of other movies, but I feel like we've talked for a while about a decent amount of them. For television shows, we don't really watch a lot of TV.
No.
We watch anime. Yeah. So, like, my new favorite television show, if it counts right now, is Chainsaw Man. Mm-hmm. I think it's just fantastic. The animation is so cool. The characters are so cool. It's just really, really awesome.
Yeah, it's like pure shonen. it feels like a classic anime with the tropes and the action and just the art style, but it just looks so good.
Yeah. Music.
Yeah, here's another one that's tough because we don't listen to a lot of
We
music.
listen to a lot of K-pop. To be honest, it's hard for me to listen to music because of working in music and having the struggles I've had. Listening to a lot of music, I compare myself and I'm like, you're a fucking failure compared to this band. So like, it makes me feel sad about myself when I listen to music. But it's something I'm growing past and have been working on. And we just love K-pop. Like, we listen to a lot of... J-Hope's new album, Jack in the Box, was what I listened to the most this year on Spotify.
Yeah.
It's really unique how he's able to cross into the market over here and just dominate it.
Yeah.
And it's a very good CD. It's dark.
It's tight.
Yeah.
Like, every track is really good.
Yeah, and I love listening to music because how I work with music is I feel like my strongest suit for my music is my lyrics. So... listening to K-pop where the lyrics aren't in English, you can still convey the story and the meaning and just the feeling through all the instrumentals and the delivery. And J-Hope does that so well on his album that it was badass.
Yeah, it was. And I think for you always like listening to music that you say like, this could never come out of me.
Right.
Like, it's not the kind of music that you could write. So it really does feel like an escape of just enjoying this form of art and appreciating a form of art that you yourself would never create.
Right, absolutely. What about you? What have you been listening to? We listen to a lot of the same stuff.
We listen to music at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I would say 100% of our music listening is in the car.
Yeah. I hope that the podcast hasn't been too boring and that people get something out of it because we love entertainment and I love creating, but just with my brain and with how I struggle, I can't maintain anything. Like, I can't maintain playing shows. I can't maintain doing a podcast every week, but it's important to me. So I thought that maybe at the end of the year I could start doing something in review.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I want to say thank you to everyone who takes time to message in through my website. Your messages really changed my life, and being able to connect with people and share the love of McCafferty and just music in general really lifts my spirit and gives me self-confidence and helps me feel like I have a purpose in my life. So if you ever reach out through the website, that's McCaffertyBand.com, or my email, nickhartkop@McCaffertyBand.com.
It might take a while, but you'll get to them.
Yeah, I always get to them. There's like 300 messages in the inbox right now. We're still going through them. But just, I love McCafferty, and I love creating, and I'm really looking forward to creating a new album next year. And I'm really thankful that I get to make this with my wife. And I hope everyone has a good holiday season. We celebrate Hanukkah because we're Jewish, so we're getting ready for that. And that's pretty much it. I hope it hasn't been too boring, and I hope people found some type of enjoyment out of it. And I hope everyone has a great new year, and I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll do the mid-year podcast.
Yeah.
And do 2 of them or something like that.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll figure out what makes sense.
But McCafferty forever, and I hope everyone is doing well.
Bye.
Bye.